All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna let some people get here before I start talking too much. I turned my light off. Oh no. Okay, let me fix that. Oh, and now it's back on. Okay. It's because the cord's all wrapped around my little chair, my little cherry chair. Y'all remember Pee Wee Herman? Pee Wee Herman used to the Pee Wee Herman shows at Pee Wee's Playhouse. And he would be like, everything was like, it's like table-y, cherry. You know what I mean? My cordy is wrapped around my cherry right now, so I gotta fix that. But, oh, no, it's not. You know what that is? My phone charger, because my phone's about to die. Hello, everybody. So I am going to do a quick live reading because I'm lagging it on putting together a collective reading because talking is faster than texting. There we go. So I'm going to do a quick little reading. This is going to be for the collective. First, I'm going to get a bibliomancy message. Hello from India. Hello from USA. Welcome, welcome. So glad to have you here. So if you don't know what bibliomancy is, it is a divination method where you flip to a random page in the Bible and you get a message. Okay. What is the message you'd like for us to receive today? And in that day thou shalt say, O Lord, I will praise thee. Though thou wast angry with me, your anger is turned away and you comforted me. Okay, so for those of you, you may have been going through some type of karmic punishment recently, or you could have been going through some type of, some type of karmic something. And it's because, maybe God was a little angry with you. Maybe you chose the devil a few too many times. And, and then you wept. You cried about it, and you turned yourself back to God, and he accepted you back. So welcome back to God. Welcome back to the chosen. Welcome back to, your light. Versus you probably spent a little bit of time in the dark, and you're coming back to your light. Welcome back. Welcome home. Yeah, I'm going through a divorce. Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah, I will just say that sometimes karmic partners can be that as well. It could be from a past life. It doesn't necessarily mean that you did anything wrong in this lifetime. You could have done something in the past lifetime that, you had to suffer through it this lifetime. Part of my belief system is that we are currently in hell, and that's why we're here. We have to ascend up out of hell. We're like in the middle point, like the lowest level of heaven and the highest point of hell. And you can either go up or down, right? Based on your choices. But, so can I do a reading for you? I don't want this to happen. Okay, yes, I can. I have private readings available for purchase. For a complicated situation like that, I suggest you have at least 30 minutes phone call. I believe the rate for that is $88 US. So please message me for any personal reading information. I will not be answering any personal questions. Alrighty. So facing our shadow sides, maybe times isolation to have realization. Absolutely. Yes. We're in the revelations right now. You are revealing stuff to yourself. So I will just say, I just dumped a bunch of stuff out because there's a bag underneath my table. I will just say, right now we are in the age of Aquarius. Acts 2:17, it said that in the end of days, which isn't even the end of the world, it's the end of an age. We're at the end of an astrological age. The age of Aries was Moses. The age of Pisces was Jesus. Now we're in the age of Aquarius, and that's everybody. Everybody is the prophet. Everybody. It says God will pour out his light on all people. Old men will prophesy, young men will prophesy. And of course, the patriarchy left out women. Women have always been able to prophesy. Not always, but you know what I mean. We are, in the old times, it wasn't the mother, it wasn't the son, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It was the Mother, the Father, and the Son. So now we're getting back to the Holy Mother is coming back in, divine feminine, divine masculine, and then their child. Okay, but anyway, enough of that. Enough of this. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you now. Let's talk about you guys. What is going on in this collective? What does the collective need to know? I will pull out, I'll mention whatever zodiac signs do come out. My Two of Swords card is fucked up. I'm about to, retire this deck probably. I'm just gonna tear that off a little bit. Sorry, Two of Swords, but, That's what you get for being so indecisive. Okay, but anyway. Alrighty. So I'm going to do a Celtic Cross reading. A Celtic Cross reading is a traditional 10-card reading. It talks a little bit about the past, the present, and the future. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There is a mix of people here, a mix of energies here, so it could be for anybody. I will absolutely mention zodiac signs as they come out. If I remember, if I forget, you know, maybe remind me, like, hey, that's a major arcana. What zodiac sign is that associated with? Okay. So what is in the center of the reading? That popped out super fast. The Hermit reverse. You could be refusing the introspection period. God's been trying to separate you so you can be elevated. You got to separate so you can elevate, right? So in reverse, you're probably still reaching out to people you should not be reaching out to. You're probably doom scrolling in your phone when you should really just be taking a minute to take a step back, maybe go walk in nature, something like that. Okay, so let's see the crossing energy. The Sun reverse. Okay, you could be looking for answers that have been hidden from you. So what I'm seeing here, notice how the Sun is also behind the Hermit. And then the Sun in reverse, this is like a bit of depression. You could be possibly like self-isolating or like alienating yourself from others because of depression. Or you could be kind of refusing to go within to search for the answers and looking outside of yourself for the answers. Maybe you are, instead of, you know, creating the happiness within yourself, becoming happiness within yourself, you are searching for external happiness, looking for something outside of yourself to make you happy. All right, so what is the root of all this? What is the root of this situation? What is the root? Okay, yeah, loss of love. There's a failed relationship in the past. Maybe you're feeling like a lack of love. Some of you guys could be going through that. I got chills up and down. I don't know if you can see my goosebumps. Probably not. But I'm seeing that there's this lack of love. There is a disappointment in love, and it has caused you to seek love. Like you're just like frantically looking around for positivity and joy. Like no one will ever love me. Oh my God, I gotta find somebody. Oh my God. And calm down. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. You know, remember that God is good. The universe is abundant, and there is plenty of love to go around. Find God's love within yourself, and you will find it outside of yourself. Okay, so in the recent past, the Hierophant here, you could be I could be mentioning God to you guys a lot more because you're leaning more into religious principles versus spiritual. The Lovers is here. Maybe you have recently connected with a Taurus or a Gemini. The Eight of Cups reversed. Somebody could have came back from the past, and they seem to have leveled up a little bit. And this was recently. It doesn't have to be a Taurus, doesn't have to be a Gemini. But I'm seeing that someone is wanting to come back, and they're considering more serious commitment. But if this is the same person, I'm just going to say watch out for that, right? I don't know if y'all seen Frozen, but it's almost giving the energy of like Prince Hans. Like I don't know why I'm getting that. It's not really saying that per se, but intuitively I'm picking up on it. So beware of people that you just recently knew, that you recently popped up in your life, either from the past or they're new, and they seem like perfect. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me just get a little, let me elaborate on that. Yeah, the King is, the Knight of Swords reversed. Somebody could be pretending to be perfect when they're really not. Or this could have been someone who came into your life in the recent past, and they were, I don't know, they seemed to be this very moral, ethical person who would never do anything wrong to you. But yeah, they fucking would, okay? With the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is a player energy. But it's also like kind of a manipulative liar energy. So just be careful if, for some of you, especially if it goes like past, present, and then future in this spread. So in the recent past, if that happened, you could be in this current energy of not wanting to be alone and looking for the truth, because you kind of can pick up on some type of lies being told. I'm also getting air sign energy. I'm getting Leo energy with this, Virgo and Pisces energy. So far the zodiac signs that have major arcana are Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Leo. The Sun was in reverse, so also Scorpio and Pisces, because the Hermit's in reverse. Okay, so what the Divine is trying to highlight to you. Okay, another card for Leo is that there is definitely some things going on behind your back that you're not sure of, and it's like you're trying to tame a beast, like trying to tame the beast within somebody, and the beast within somebody is a sex demon, like they are someone who is just a whore. Not actually, like, okay, there's nothing wrong with sex workers, all right? There's nothing wrong with sex work. It is the oldest trade in the book, like, so, and it's always going to be here. But if you're in a committed relationship, it is very difficult to navigate promiscuity if you're in a committed relationship, right? So you got to be really, really careful with whoever this is. Again, Leo energy, and I'm seeing that shit's happening behind your back, and you can feel it. You can definitely feel it. You're probably going looking for it. With the Hermit reverse, you could even be doing like some online hacking a little bit, like trying to figure out passwords, wink, wink, trying to get into their social media, trying to figure out who the hell they're talking to, who they're seeing behind your back. Let me just get the Page of Cups sideways, trying to see if they're talking to somebody else. You probably have a feeling that something is going on. All right. So yeah, that's again Leo energy. And again, it's like trying to tame the untamable. It's like trying to like put rules and restrictions on somebody who just does not want to be restricted, does not want to settle down, just wants to fight you. Like they're just there to fucking fight you for whatever reason. So it's like, why tell someone that you want this hierophant, like this higher level of commitment, and that like things are so good, and then like go and be with other people, like just be single at that point. This obviously, I mean, with all this masculine energy right here, it does seem like it is a masculine energy doing this to a feminine energy, which is, a tale as old as time. Just take it with a grain of salt if it's, the other way around, whatever. Reverse roles is needed. So in the immediate future, those popped out really quickly. I'm seeing some rejection, endless fighting, someone being ignored. Okay, for some of you guys, you could have, press the issue. You're pressing the issue. Who are you talking to behind my back? You say you want to be with me. You say you love me, but then you go and do all this other shit, and now they're ignoring you, and they're doing this to obtain the upper hand. This is the Magician here for some of you guys. I will just say, I don't know who the hell is telling these men all these manipulation tactics, but this person knows all the manipulation tactics in the book, right? So it looks like if they are using this to settle a fight at all costs, they will end this argument. And that means even if they have to sacrifice you and go with somebody else just to reject you, ignore you. This is, rejection. This is also very cocky, arrogant ass energy. This is someone who will, it's like, you know what, I know what you're worth, but I'm actually the prize, so I'm going to ignore you, and I'm going to continue to hook up with these other people until you beg for me back, basically. So that's what I see in the immediate future. If you are heading in this direction and this resonates for you, you need to block that motherfucker and don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. Wait for them to come crawling back, tail tucked between their legs. Absolutely fucking not. Don't let this happen to you. Okay? So keep in mind, all my readings, unless it's currently happening, like you're already going through this, because everybody's on a different timeline, it's preventable. Okay? That's not saying this is set in stone. This person's going to do you dirty like this. But if they start to go this direction and you're seeing this pattern start to unfold, nip it in the bud. All right? So, the energy that you are currently emitting out to the universe, setting boundaries against this unfaithful piece of, I'm definitely getting fire sign energy here. I'm seeing you are freeing yourself from rules and restrictions, but you're also at a crossroads here, trying to figure out, if you really want to continue in this direction, because this is a dream come true for you. I am seeing Aquarius energy. You feel guided toward this. You feel spiritually pulled toward whoever this is. For some of you, this is a karmic lesson that you're meant to really heal and navigate the situation, because it's like you have, this one to pop out too. Yeah, the death here. You're supposed to close this out. You're supposed to close this out. You know you need to close it out. I'm getting chills again. I don't know if you can see my goosebumps, but you know you need to close this out, and you're just not doing it, possibly because it's like comfortable. Like you just don't want to find other people. Like it's just not fun to close something out and then go with somebody else. It's just like, blah, You don't want to do all that. So what's going on in your surroundings that you don't know about, that you should know about? Okay, the Justice reverse. Someone's accumulating bad karma doing this to you. So for some of you guys, you could be accumulating their bad karma by staying attached for too long. Like you could be just kind of, absorbing their negative karma because you won't leave them alone. So there's also Libra energy here, and the opposite of Libra is Aries. I'm also seeing here that there is possibly another relationship that someone is sneaking off to, and that's why you're blocked. Someone's like building another relationship outside of someone else, and this very karmic situation for some of you guys. There you have if somebody was breaking up with someone when you got with them, or they were recently divorced when you got with them, they could still be talking to, especially if they have children with this person, they could still be hanging out with their kids and playing family, playing house together, as if they're still together. And that's why it's so easy for them to block you and talk shit to you, because you're not the only one. Okay, unfortunately. Not for everyone. Okay, keep in mind this is a general collective reading. Only take it if it resonates, okay? So what is the worst that could happen and the best that can happen? So the reason we talk about this is because we manifest on a spectrum. Normally we shoot somewhere down the middle, but if you focus on the more, the worst part, you're going to get the worst one. If you focus on the good part, you're going to get the good. So the worst is, betrayal. That's the worst of the worst. That's the worst card in the deck. So yeah, obviously they could do you so freaking dirty that you could just, hit rock bottom. So you don't want to hit rock bottom. That's the worst that could happen. So what is the best that could happen? The best that could happen is you release the devil. You get over this attachment. You get over this, bullshit that they're trying to drag you down with. This is very low vibrational energy. You got to let go of the low vibrational people in your life. That's the best that could happen. Okay. So two extremes, you could either hit rock bottom or you could release the devil. So what is the actual outcome? The actual outcome is the Ace of Swords. You're going to get some type of truth, and you're going to have to make a decision based on this truth. God's going to give you the truth. You ask God for the truth. Oh, my ears are ringing. What is it? 434. Google 434 angel number. That is a message for whoever's here. My ears are ringing real sharp. Okay, and then so I am singing. For some of you guys, you're getting messages through songs. You're getting messages through spirit, with angel numbers and songs. Pay attention when you're in your car, driving in your car, what comes on, what you're thinking about. If the songs you are thinking about resonate with, if the songs you're listening to that happen to come on by themselves resonate with what you're thinking about, check around for numbers, okay? Look around for repeating numbers, for weird, symmetrical things, symmetrical numbers, that kind of thing. Pay attention to the patterns and the signs, because that is how God is trying to communicate with you. His angels are trying to communicate with you, and your spirit team is trying to communicate with you. Truth is coming. You're going to get clarity. You got to cut through the bullshit. For some of you guys, with this devil in reverse, there could be something surrounding sobriety where you have to get sober in order to see the truth about this person. Maybe you and this person are just partying together and it's a great time, and that's why you don't want to let them go. So let me just clarify this Ace of Swords for the outcome. The Two of Pentacles, you're going to have to make a decision. Based on the truth that you come up with, that you get, you're going to have to make a decision still. So regardless, you're going to have to decide, okay, well, what's the bigger priority in my life? Is love a bigger priority in my life, or is my stability and mental health and well-being the bigger priority? You know what I mean? Like, how bad do you really want to be stable in this life? Okay, so I'm seeing the High Priestess. Definitely pay attention to the signs and signals. Again, pay attention to your intuition. Your gift of intuition is being heightened at this time, so you can pay attention. The Queen of Swords reversed. Don't be a fool. Don't be gullible. Don't let anybody tell you no shit that you know is a goddamn lie. You know it's a lie. You know it is. You don't need to sit there and try to figure out why they're lying, what the lie is covering up, or anything like that. You don't need to fucking know. All you know is that you've given them all you can give them. And, you need reciprocity. If somebody's not reciprocating your energy, then, don't do it. Somebody could even be trying to get money from you. They're breadcrumbing you. They're just trying to get you to come with them just a little bit longer so they can continue to get what they want from you. Okay. So, at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups reversed. You could be in Delulu land. Okay. A little bit. Just because don't let yourself get Delulu. Okay. This is the Delulu card. Your Delulu will not come true, okay? So let's split the deck. The Nine of Wands, yeah, it hurts. This hurts like a bitch. You're gonna have to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and carry on, okay? Because it just seems like at the end of the day, maybe you want this person to care about the way that they hurt you. They don't give a fuck. I'm sorry to say it like that, but they don't care, and they're not going to care. So the only one that can care is you, okay? So the King of Swords here, yeah, see? They don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck. This is not an emotional person. They do not value emotions. They value what can you do for me and what can I do for you. I mean, what's the least I could do for you to still get what I want from you. That kind of thing. So, And then the Emperor is here. For some of you guys, there could be someone who comes in immediately after you cut this person off. That is your Divine Masculine. So this person, definitely not Divine Masculine. Or if this was a Divine Feminine who's doing this to you, then you're stepping into your Divine Masculine. Keep in mind, it is just a polarity. Anybody can be in a masculine energy or be Divine Masculine. You can still have, you can still be biologically female and be a Divine Masculine. Okay. So, that's what I have for the collective. Oh, and I will just mention this one is Aries. And I have seen Scorpio. Okay. So yeah, I've seen pretty much all the fixed signs. I have seen, but then again, this is for every sign. This is for every sign. If it resonates, it is for you. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.